Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How you doing today? Middle of your work week. For those of you who work a normal work week. Hey, I appreciate you taking time to be with me today here at Crypto Coin Mindset. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Keith, and as always, I'm here to help you get your mindset on crypto. It's going to be a good day. Good day, good day, good day. Why? Because this is. You got to be positive about things. You got to be moving in the right direction. You got to be thinking, 10 steps ahead of what's going on. And I don't know, what else you going to do? You got to do what you got to do. And enough of my rambling, babbling, blah, blah, blah. We're going to be talking about we're going to continue from the live stream we did late the other night, where the news came out about the BlackRock Bitcoin spot ETF being listed on the DTCC website, and what it did to the price action of Bitcoin. But then guess what? All of a sudden it disappeared from the website. Hell, the entire website disappeared, but that's a whole nother issue. And let's see. Then we're going to talk about BlackRock getting a fine for not telling the SEC or not filling out the proper paperwork about their investments by the SEC. Screw the SEC. That's my thought process. Anyway, and then we're going to talk about ARK Invest now having their ticker symbol right there on the website in preparation. Again, all this in preparation for a spot Bitcoin ETF approval by the SEC. So that's what we're looking at today. We're going to start out by checking the market and the pricing today, what's going on in the market. But if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick that bell icon, click the all. That way you get notified every time I go live. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and every Friday night for Crypto on the Rocks. So that's coming up this Friday. Make sure you are there. I really appreciate you being there. You come on live. We talk about what you want to talk about, and you get to vote on what the DCA is going to be for the week. So what we're going to dollar cost average into for cryptocurrency. We vote on Friday, and then I do the DCA every Wednesday. So I did last week's DCA today. I try and split it somewhere between the weekends. Wednesday is about the middle of the week, right? So hopefully at that point, we get far enough away from the previous weekend and whatever has been going on with the retail traders there, and then far enough away from what's the coming weekend. So again, hopefully we're getting the best price possible with regard to what's going on. So again, that's coming up Friday. If you subscribe, you're going to get notified every time I go live, and also every time I put out a great video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for here today, right now, click that like button, smash it up, smash it up. And if you got questions, maybe we'll do a little Q&A after the fact. So jump into that live chat. We're only live today on Twitter and YouTube because we're having some issues going live on Facebook, some connectivity issues with Facebook. So, oh well. I'm sorry if you're coming from Facebook. I put a link on my page. You can come on over here to YouTube and jump in that live chat. Appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at the markets and refresh that page before we go over there. That way we're getting the latest and greatest as far as price action is concerned. So we're going to head over to CoinGecko. Excuse me. These allergies this time of year, boy. Whoo! Kicking my proverbial butt. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on. We'll make this full screen so it's a little easier for you to see. So Bitcoin in the 34.4 area. I mean, it's pretty much been holding steady, consolidating above 34,000. we'll see. I mean, you can see a lot of red in the last 24 hours of the market as we scroll down, but still up over the course of the last 7 days, obviously. So Bitcoin at 24.4, Ethereum well above its normal, what it's been hovering at, that 16, around that $1,600 range, well above 17, pushing $1,800. For those of you who are bullish on Ethereum, BNB again looking bullish, back close to that $225 range. Glad to see that for BNB. XRP looking much better, although in the last 24 hours, obviously down over 4%. But guess what? Still up over 13% over the last 7 days. So still looking good. Still looking good. Solana, I mean, again, I wouldn't even talk about Solana, but for the fact that it's up still about 40% over the last 7 days, and then almost 4% in the last 24 hours. Again, I think that may have to do with some of the news from the FTX exchange bankruptcy, where they're now supposedly staking their Solana. I think a lot of the original price action with regard to Solana was in fears that they would be liquidating their Solana in order to pay creditors. And it doesn't look like that's going to be the case with regard to that. So here we are at $32.77, up, like I said, almost 40% in the last 7 days. Again, if you're any kind of normal to this channel, you know that, yeah, not so much in the way of liking Solana. But I do like Cardano, and Cardano is doing very well, up over 14.5% over the last 7 days, although down 2.5% over the last 24 hours. Above 28 cents. When we were live this time last week, it was down in that 24-cent range. So if anybody bought at that time doing DCA, if you follow a dollar cost averaging strategy into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, well, then you are up on your investment right now. So congratulations to you. All right, let's stop at Link right here, because again, I'm very bullish on Chainlink. I think it is going to be a huge asset in this space, up right around 50% over the last week, 7% amazingly in the last 24 hours, up over $11 per link. Looking good. Matic, I like Matic, up over 24% in the last week, down over the last 24 hours, still above 60 cents. Look at this, 63 cents, almost 64 cents. Crazy, right? Hi, I like Litecoin for what it's meant to do, be a form of money, and up over 12% in the last week, but down 2.1% over the last 24 hours. Matter of fact, I almost ended up buying some Litecoin while I was DCAing today, just to grab a little bit more, but I don't know. I didn't end up doing it. So we'll see. I might I might end up going back on there and buying some Litecoin. We'll see. Bitcoin Cash, BCH, up over 11%. Still holding strong, even though it's down almost 2% over the last 24 hours. Still $255 for a BCH. AVAX, like AVAX, still up around 15% for the last 7 days, but down almost 3% in the last 24 hours. $10, 40 cents for AVAX. All right, Stellar. That's one of our DCA coins. Stellar pretty much steady over 11 cents, 11.3 here. About 10% for the week up, but has taken a bit of a tumble over the last 24 hours, down 4%. And you know that I like Monero, privacy coins. Again, I believe that privacy coins are definitely going to be a necessary thing as this space develops, and as the old TradFi and banking system collapses. Yeah. Anyway, without getting down that rabbit hole, 157.91 for one XMR, up about 4.5% in 7 days, but down a little bit over the last 24 hours. You know what? I was gonna stop, but let's take a look at H bar. I like H bar. It's one of the ones that oh, matter of fact, you know what? Okay, H bar again up 7% for the week, down 2.5%, up over 5 cents. Like H bar, I think it's got a huge future. And Quant, we'll go to Quant because I did DCA into Quant today, up 15.8%, down just under 1% over the last 24 hours. When we were talking about Quant at this time last week, it was in the $84, $85 range. So when I had to DCA into Quant today, because that was the asset that whoever was on the live stream, voted for on Crypto on the Rocks last Friday, I unfortunately didn't catch that low. Quant has pumped along with everything else, so that's okay. That's okay. It's still lower than when I had originally bought in. I don't know, a couple of months back. I bought in at about $130 a quant. So for that particular purchase, I am still upside down. But you know what? I don't care about that because the point is I'm not looking to sell my cryptocurrency. I'm looking to stack the sats, as they say, and I'm gonna hodl for as long as I possibly can. And the idea being that, guess what? Eventually, um, the reward will be the increase in prices and the sats stacked on the side for children, grandchildren, yada yada. So, matter of fact, if you want to know what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to change up the DCA amounts on Crypto on the Rocks every, I don't know, about 6 months, I'm thinking. So we'll do 2 sets of DCA during the course of a year. Join Crypto on the Rocks this coming Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to talk about that and what I'm planning to do with that. So, all right, so there is that. Let's take a look at why we're here. So we all know, if you came to my live stream, and as a matter of fact, if you didn't, that live stream link in the description of this live stream. So go ahead, check that out. When it was being broken everywhere, the word was being broken everywhere that the ticker for the BlackRock Bitcoin spot ETF was listed. I mean, the price shot up by what, around $5,000 for the cost of Bitcoin against the US dollar in that few hours when the initial information first came out. And guess what? It's holding pretty steady. And like I said, we just looked in around that $34,000 range. Great. People, hopefully, I mean, don't get me wrong. I realize that some people are going to take profits, and I got no issue with people taking profits at all. You need to take profits at some point. But I think that the majority, and I'm going to say of us, are probably going to be the ones who are trying to hodl for the longer term, because honestly, between the pending Bitcoin ETFs, and there are a bunch, and we're going to talk again about the ARK Invest listing as well shortly. But between all those ETF listings and the halving coming up, right now it's due to hit around April, where the amount of Bitcoin rewards for mining Bitcoin is going to be cut in half. It's currently 6.25, I think. Bitcoin per block right now. That's going to be cut in half come April when the halving happens. And that's going to just continue the deflationary nature of Bitcoin. And as the US and other countries continue with inflation going through the roof, regardless of what they try to do with the metrics of measuring inflation, guess what? Bitcoin is going to become more and more scarce. Bitcoin's going to become more and more valuable. I mean, you've got Larry Fink, matter of fact, I did an entire on Monday. The initial Monday 10 a.m. live stream was about him calling treasuries, gold, and Bitcoin or cryptocurrency a flight to quality. Why do you think that is? Because the decentralized nature of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency means that the US government can't come in and turn the printer on, printing money. They just can't do it. It's in code, 21 million. That's it. 21 million. So again, as people try and strive to grab Bitcoin, the price is only going to continue to increase as the majority of Bitcoins are already in circulation. We talked about this that day on Monday as well. 19 million, just over that, in circulation already. And estimates are somewhere around 4 to 5 million lost forever. Price is only going to keep going up. Halving's coming. All right. So enough of that. Anyway, so I reported on Monday late that the listing for the Bitcoin iShares Bitcoin spot ETF was listed. Well, shortly after that, like the next day, actually, technically, I guess the listing itself was like disappeared from the website. And after that disappearance, matter of fact, at one point, the entire website was down, I guess, that listed all of these. And okay, is that coincidental? Whatever. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Shit goes down, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, if you operate a website on the if you go to my website, cryptocoinmindset.com, it's a constant like keeping up with things, keeping firewalls up because everybody and their brothers trying to hack it and all kinds of things. Honestly, it's kind of like a colossal pain in the ass. So, websites do go down. Is it a coincidence that the listing was pulled? I don't know. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a tweet in a minute that I think kind of paints a picture. But anyway, that I trust. Oh my goodness, that BlackRock ETF listing is back. Has come back when the website came back up. So and again, you can see it here. I'll make it full screen. They did a screenshot of it. You can see it right here. So I just wanted to, reassure people that, guess what? Yes, it's still here. Now, here's the thing. I mean, I know my thumbnail probably a little bit clickbaity. No, the ETF isn't canceled. It was never approved in the first place. How the hell can it be canceled? But I think as we continue on here, you'll see that the likelihood is high that we're going to get that ETF approval sooner rather than later. Again, a lot of people in the space are shooting Q1 2024, which I'm kind of hopeful that that's the case in a way, because that gives me an opportunity to continue to DCA at these prices into Bitcoin. However, I am personally more in line that we're going to see that here before the year is out in 2023. Again, my opinion only, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, old guy, interwebs. All right, but we are looking at the Bitcoin ETF ticker for BlackRock on the website, off the website crashing, and ba-ba-boom, it's back. All right, so let's look at the next tweet here. And this is where I'm saying about painting a picture in a tweet here. So this is from Aaron Bennett on Twitter or X or whatever the flip they're calling themselves these days. Okay, I love it. So in the last 24 hours, Larry Fink leaked the ticker for the ETF shorts get liquidated. That's true. That did happen. Let me actually make this full screen for you. Remove the ticker, longs get wrecked. Also did happen because the price of Bitcoin, when that ticker symbol was removed, actually dropped to around 33K, but recovered pretty quickly. So I just think it's funny. He's right. Longs got liquidated, got wrecked. And then he has the ticker symbol again. I think it's hilarious, frankly. It did Larry Fink do that? Hell, I know. Is he got enough control of shit to possibly do that? Yeah. And again, if you watched my Monday live stream, that BlackRock is not necessarily my favorite entity in the world, and they've got their tentacles into everything. So the fact that he's talking about the potentiality here of manipulation of the Bitcoin market and Bitcoin price and longs and shorts and so on being liquidated, yes, it's possible. I guess it's possible. But I saw this tweet and I had to share it. I think it's just like perfect. I think it's perfect. With the regard to what the potential is for their reach and so on. So all right. And then now I love this. It's like a flipping mosquito, sitting here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry about that. A mosquito, just like, and you're doing, get out of here. So hold on. Let me bring this up full screen for you. The SEC, obviously, and this was well reported. I just happened to pick Cointelegraph's tweet here. What has fined BlackRock $2.5 million, which for BlackRock is, I don't know, that's their morning coffee. I don't know, for an incorrect investment disclosure. Ooh, I'm assuming that's Bitcoin. I don't know. The development occurred on the same day that the DTCC listing of BlackRock spot ETF was noticed. And so are they related? Likelihood high. Although, according to the DTCC, they're saying that the Bitcoin ETF for BlackRock has been listed since like August. Nobody noticed it. Is that accurate? I don't know, but seems a bit suspicious to me. I mean, a little fugazi, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how the hell, you know how people are in the cryptocurrency space. I mean, people are just like, woo, they're on to everything. How the hell no one noticed that? I mean, is it possible? Sure. How nobody noticed it? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm fully buying into that right there. Don't know. But tell me what you think. Live chat. If you're watching this after the fact, down in the comments, I will get back to you. Appreciate you and your time. Matter of fact, before we run into the next piece here, if you're new, subscribe, hit that bell icon, click the all. Appreciate that. Trying to get this channel up to over 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize the channel and slowly continue to increase my reach. We're moving up right now, and I really appreciate that very much. Matter of fact, I think a lot has to do if you didn't catch yesterday, we Crypto Jar, Financial Failure, and myself simulcasted our first video that we started a new channel, Matrix Money Podcast, and we put it on that new channel as well as each of our channels. So link to the Matrix Money Podcast channel in the description of this live. So go ahead and go follow us there. But I'm seeing some increased viewership from that. So I really appreciate that. And again, like, subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, let's get back to business here. So there you go. You got the SEC fining BlackRock $2.5 million, and I got to believe that with the amount of money that BlackRock throws around, the 2.5 million that they just got fined by the SEC is just like, eh. And I don't get it. I mean, I guess that maybe that's Gary's way of, he knows he isn't going to be able to sue everybody else in the cryptocurrency space because he's getting his ass handed to him left and right. So maybe that's just his way to use somebody who has a gazillion dollars to pad the coffers of the SEC, because the government ain't giving them any more money. Shit, the government's bankrupt. The government's $33 trillion in debt and growing exponentially on a daily basis. So if nothing else, if you needed a reason to DCA into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, there it is. The US government is going to bury us and future generations in debt that'll never be able to be repaid. But again, not what this particular live stream is about. But let's look at what I was mentioning earlier and kind of teased a little bit. Was, I think this is it right here. Yep. Make sure I got the right one here. Nope, that is not the right one. Hold on. I got to close these out. Let me get rid of that. I'm keeping these tabs open, and guess what? It's just making it all the more confusing for me. I see a bunch more people jumping in. Hey, welcome. Appreciate you. Appreciate having you. Make sure that you jump into the live chat. If you got questions, head on in there, ask away. I'm going to try and do a short Q&A after I'm done. But right now, let's look. Now, I was just talking about, for those who are just joining in, we talked about the live stream I did on Monday night, late, once the BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF listing showed up. Yeah, now we're talking today about the next day, yesterday, the listing disappeared. The entire DTCC website was like gone, came back, and the BlackRock ETF listing was back. So there's that. And now, as well, we see and let me make that full screen so it's a little easier for you to see that. Now we have the ARK Invest Bitcoin spot ETF listing now on the website. Again, all this in preparation, obviously, for the pending approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF, which is obviously coming. Again, Gary Gensler can't keep kicking this can down the road much longer. Like I mentioned, most people are thinking Q1 2024, and they may be right. I mean, anybody that's saying and giving you dates, including me, I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm using information that I'm reading, that I'm garnering, that I'm looking into on my own, and I'm making my own supposition. And that's what these people are doing as well, except for those who are obviously in the know. And I'm going to guess that the DTCC, BlackRock, ARK Invest, and probably several of the other spot Bitcoin ETF applicants are somewhat in the know, at least somewhat in the know. I mean, we've already gotten confirmation that the SEC is working with like Grayscale and ARK Invest with regard to their applications for a spot Bitcoin ETF. And remember, Grayscale is a little bit different. Grayscale got the court ruling basically telling the SEC that their decision to block Grayscale was arbitrary and capricious. And again, I'm not going to get into the legal ease of that. I've done it on several occasions in other live streams, so go check out those live streams to see about that. But again, they're literally just arbitrarily, for all intent and purposes, saying to Grayscale. Well, they lost And now they're working with Grayscale in the transition from their Grayscale Trust, BTC Trust, to making that into a spot Bitcoin ETF. So we know it's happening. We know it's coming. We're seeing these Bitcoin listings showing up on the DTCC website. So it's not a stretch to believe that we're going to see a spot Bitcoin ETF. Again, I'm still of the opinion that it's going to be before we get to 2024. Regardless if I'm right, wrong, indifferent, what's the matter? The fact of the matter is that it's coming. And even if it is Q1 2024, so be it. It's going to happen. And again, what do you think is going to happen as they start buying up Bitcoin? For those who don't have it, the Grayscale is going to be a conversion, so they already have the Bitcoin. But BlackRock, now with this listing, they can start buying. ARK Invest, now with this listing, they can start buying. And I have to believe that they're going to want to buy it at as low a price as possible, which is why that tweet I just showed you, where basically they're saying, okay, Larry Fink, woohoo, here's the listing, price go up. Woo, we pull the listing, price go down. And then, hey, we're back. Could that have been a buying opportunity for them? Sure. Could it have been just coincidence? Sure. Either way, it doesn't matter. If you are dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, it doesn't matter if the price is up or down, because you're just buying on a regular interval at a regular amount anyway. That's the idea behind dollar cost averaging and using it as an investment strategy, not just in cryptocurrency, but into anything, whether that's gold. Like I've talked about Acre Gold. Again, link in the description below if you're looking to get the opportunity to dollar cost average into gold and literally have it delivered right to your door. Doesn't get much simpler than that. Link in the description if you're interested in that. So again, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, it doesn't matter if it's gold or other commodities, silver, whatever the case may be. It doesn't really matter. Stocks. When, for those of you who watch this who have a 401k or an IRA, but where you're at work and every week you're putting a little bit of money into your retirement fund. Well, that's exactly what you're doing. You are dollar cost averaging into your 401k, 403b, whatever it happens to be. You're dollar cost averaging. You're already doing what it is you can be doing right now here in the cryptocurrency space for yourself. For yourself. Just saying. I mean, why would you? Right now, if you're doing it through a 401k or a 403b, you're doing it into a system, a fiat system that is slowly crumbling. It is slowly crumbling. I did an entire live stream last week on a video by Lena Petrova. Again, great lady who is very articulate in putting out all this great information so you can understand the ins and outs of the economy and how it's going to affect you ultimately, right? And basically, she was talking about how the banks are taking huge hits in this quarter, huge hits. And why are they taking those huge hits? That they're taking them because if they took them all at the end of the year, holy crap, their investors would be like, just who knows. Good morning to you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for checking in. Good morning to you. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to keep singing. That's horrible. But anyway, thank you for jumping in the live chat, Laura. Appreciate that. Excuse me. So again, time to dollar cost average into Bitcoin. That's up to you. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, old guy, interwebs. But come on, take a second to see the handwriting on the wall. What really is going on here? Shit's going to collapse. And when it collapses, you need an alternative Otherwise, you're going to be trying to wheelbarrow money to the store in order to get bread. Anyway, so, all right, that's it. That's what I got. So if you've got questions, you're still hanging in the live stream, I'd appreciate you throwing them in the live chat. We'll do a quick Q&A session if that's the case. Otherwise, if you're seeing this live stream on a replay, in the comments, and I will get to those. I appreciate it. End of day, dollar cost averaging. Good idea. Good way to get into Bitcoin cryptocurrency. And if you want to see more about that, you're going to want to join in this coming Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern for Crypto on the Rocks. You come on the live stream. You lead the conversation, what we're talking about with regard to cryptocurrency. And while you're here or there, you will get the opportunity to be voting on what we DCA into next. So I will hopefully see you all on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate that. Otherwise, Monday, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, live, and live whenever is necessary, much like Monday night, live at around 10:30 at night, telling you about the reason for the Bitcoin price action over the course of the few hours prior to that. So that's what we got going. I appreciate everybody being here, and let me check the live chat real quick. If we don't have anything, questions, excuse me, in the live chat, and I don't see anything new, then you know what? I'm going to wrap the stream. So if you got a question, now's the chance. Jump in there real quick, put it in, and I'll answer it before I cut the stream. But other than that, dollar cost average, things are going to look good. I'm sorry, the future is bright for cryptocurrency. Now, let me just put this out there, because again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, yada, yada, yada. Listen, could the price of Bitcoin drop from where it is right now? Abso-freaking-lutely. Of course it could. Remember, you got to go into dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin with the right mindset. And that mindset isn't to make a quick buck. If, again, I keep saying it, if that's what you hear about, and I get why you want to make money, and I get that's why even I got into the space initially. But I've learned through a lot of lost money that that's not the way to do it. You need to hold long term. And we're on the precipice right now. We are on the cusp of some major price action, not just in Bitcoin, but in the cryptocurrency space as a whole. And that price action, yeah, it's going to be volatile. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's the nature of markets, period. And especially the cryptocurrency market. It's like the most volatile market on the planet. On the planet. You got to come into it knowing that. Buy what you're going to buy, DCA into what you're going to DCA into, and then get it off the damn exchange. Get it into a cold wallet. Again, I suggest Tangem Wallet. Link in the description of this live stream. Tangem Wallet makes it as easy peasy as it possibly could be to put your cryptocurrency into cold storage. I have an entire playlist talking about Tangem Wallet. It is my new favorite wallet by far. So check that out on this channel. All right, that's it. I'm out. I hope you have a great day. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. That's all I got. That. I'm sorry. I had to do it. All right. I appreciate you being here. It's great to have you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a rest of your week. And I will see you Friday night, 7 p.m.